BenKyo Baduk here again with another live go video. And let's try Sanwensei again. I really want to moyo it up just for fun and yeah, see how big of a moyo we can make, but not really if they play this kind of move. Okay, I guess we're jumping here. Yeah, how you guys doing? I kind of want to get to know some of you guys, right? Even if it's not always on stream or something, but just in the comment section. How have your Go games and improvement been lately? I mean, depending on what you have to say about all that, right? Like, what are you struggling with? What have you realized lately? You know, what kind of epiphanies have you had for a burst of improvement? You know, some of those might give rise to some good video ideas for me or us. But yeah, I'm always down to talk about that kind of stuff. So we're just going to cut this off here. That seems perfectly good enough. Right, white is not cutting. Yeah, so we can actually double Hane here if we want to, because otherwise, because if they take it, we can capture 2 stones. Yeah, although they could live by taking that after. But also, even if we play away, if they Atari and we connect, they still have both cuts to fix, so they would still pretty much get Gote. Although another thing white could do is to Atari and then push along forever. Maybe if white does that though, I would turn. And well, anyway, I think we'll go ahead and play the double honey. Wow, just connect. Actually, there's no need for white to connect right now. White could have saved the potential of that trade. I guess I'll connect then. I mean, do I really need to? I don't think I need to. If white Ataris, we connect, white extends, and then we have Sente for 2 moves in a row. And the nose Tsuji on the side of the 2 stones as well. Thanks to that one. So, I mean, it's not like there's any potential really here so much. I don't know. I don't think I want to respond. Okay, I think for now, let's just approach over here. It is decently big to connect this, I think, but it seems not necessary. Oh, should we go like Mega Moyo and do Avalanche? Let's have fun with that. Okay. You can't block here because the Hane is way too powerful. You have to extend. There's no territory up there anyway, so what are you protecting when you block? Also, block is not Sente on white's cut. So you need to be patient and not try to cash grab, right? When you're always trying to block everything off quickly, it means you don't really understand potential. It means that instead of this, what you really want is just more territorial moves. It's like you don't really know what you want, basically. Yeah, if you want quick territory, then make quick territory. Don't play like this. Okay, so if we Hane, because of that 1 stone there, when they cut us, we can't actually ladder this way. Normally we can. But what we could do is we Hane, they cut, we push once with this Atari. They go that way. We push again, right? And then it's a double threat on the 2 sets of white stones. We can ladder or we can ladder this one down to the ground. So in fact, we can Hane here. And we do want to instead of this one. So this one, cut, Atari, extend, and then we push. And we do have this ladder and we do have this other ladder. So let's go ahead and Hane. They're probably going to cut. I mean, they shouldn't, I guess, but I feel like they will, yeah. Because they're not going to be able to accept this this result. But they're going to have to accept it. It's pretty bad for white now. Yeah, white doesn't really have any good move now. Okay, so white played that one. Before we actually take this, we could think about how to milk the situation, get some good exchanges here first before capturing that. That's always the kind of thought you should have when you want to keep evolving your go. For example, could it be value to us to cut and extend? Even if white pushes again, not only we can Hane, but they also don't have this ladder. So that's possible, or making them connect with this kind of move is possible. Normally, I would be happy enough just grouping white up, stopping white from getting this nicer jumping shape here. Yeah, and then, but I think this time cutting actually just causes white so many problems here. So let's go ahead. Yeah, the ladder still works again for us if it becomes ladder. So let's do that. Yeah, I think white is just getting annihilated here. They still don't have time to play this one. Yeah, so now we have to come back and play here. We could push again, but white doesn't have ladder here anyway. They do have Atari extend and then Atari and then net. But actually they don't have time for that. Yeah, so we'll just do that. Yeah, that's not going to work for them because when they extend here, threatening net on that stone, we could always push once before we react over here. Yeah, white's trying to set up something, but it's not really a problem. We just have to calmly accept what we've gotten. Who cares if this territory gets destroyed? There's so many other territories to make. So actually, if I just connect, we have a crane's nest.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, just connect is fine actually. And we can look forward to these stones maybe getting captured later. My hesitation here is just, again, can we do even better? The crane's nest works. Well, yeah.
9, 8, 7, 6,
it kind of turns into a ladder actually.
4, 3, 2.
Let me just think a little bit about this. The game's almost kind of getting decided anyway. Technically it connects to that stone, but the sequence leading there, they're gonna have an annoying Atari here after though. Hmm.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
In a way, it kind of doesn't work actually. I should have chosen a slightly different shape, maybe the hanging connection. Okay, so if we crane's nest here, and then I was thinking attach there. The problem is this Atari is so painful. I think I'm doing something slightly wrong here.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just gonna play that. It's fine. Yeah, white has to be careful because, like, the reason I'm confident here is because there's always this kind of crane's nesty threat happening here. One sec, I have to fix something. My monitor is doing weird things. Okay, let's try that. Maybe I should have connected actually. But this bamboo pushing by white would be a terrible exchange, so that is also okay. So white's trying to gear up to cut that, I guess. Ba, 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 ba.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I mean, I could always give up those two stones, I guess. The situation got weirdly interesting when it shouldn't be. You know, like this should have been easy for me, but I allowed it to become needlessly complicated. So I go here. White Ataris, I connect, white connects.
7, 6, 5,
Okay.
4,
White Ataris, I connect, white connects. I have to connect this. White tries to kill me here, but then I throw in this. Yeah. Wonder if I should have descended here actually to stop the connection under. That doesn't work, my friend. I can just go here. Can I even do that?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
The liberties still haven't improved for white over here. Yeah, so now I need to do something. I guess capturing is the cleanest. Should I peep actually?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Okay, so now this is dead. And this situation is pretty good for us.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Man, this yeah, I had to actually think carefully there. It shouldn't have been like that. Yeah. I think it started with my connect here. And then after I connected there, I made some sort of mistakes too. If I wanted to capture those two stones, I could have just captured those easily. But I guess I got a little greedy. It wasn't necessarily even a bad situation for us. I'm not too sure, but it's not that it was bad for us, but just that maybe there was some danger that I might have missed a variation. So I should have just done something simpler when I'm so confident in the game. Yeah. I was fully aware of ways to capture them cleanly. I just thought that the connect was the most efficient because it helps this side too, being solid here. However, I didn't think enough and I failed to see that the crane's nest actually ladders and connects out to that other stone. Even then, there's like a lot of ways for us to handle that because white's liberties were so low. Anyway, to be honest, the game is kind of over. I don't think white has any chance now, but the show must go on. But white is taking their time now. Wow, they actually still had main time. Yeah, why do people play so fast? Like when they still have time to think and it's such a critical situation. The game is already decided now. They could have used all this main time to think more about those parts. There's no point now. There's no way to turn the game around. White has this big lumpy liability group that has zero profitability. But if it's captured, it's also a fair bit of points. Black's also way ahead on points and ahead on influence and ahead on everything.
Yoyomi now starts. 2, 1.
Now they're just running their time. I think they're doing that on purpose.
Last Yoyomi. 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, so quick analysis. I'm not gonna even bring it to OGS because we'll just be very, very fast. So this is already, this attach is already pretty unusual. Yeah, I don't think it's very synergistic with this jump. Getting cut through like this, it feels like there's a random stone there now that is just unrelated. Yeah, what white usually should do here is bump and play like this, and then Tanuki is possible, or play like this. Yeah, and then I guess I go down. I guess white has some choices with the shape here. Something like that. And then, yeah, and then we can just play away too. But connect here, like even if I just connect, this is actually a good exchange for black because I get thickness, whereas white only gets a very small increase to this area. So it's much better to save it, even if white just wants to do this. I'm not sure if white going extending is better. Something like that. Yeah, or if white going down is better and then look forward to the peep later. And then black can also force with this one if white wants to capture those. The benefit is that this stone is not left in a state of being capturable. The downside is that there's a cut here. So I think in this shape, I would prefer to do like this to fix the cut over here because I think it's relevant to how the shape looks over here. So I would play like that. Yeah, and then I would be pretty strong out here. If I want to avoid the trade, I can also Atari this once and then Tanuki. Although even this Atari is not necessarily Sente. White doesn't have to save those. So white can just do something else. But I think a single Atari in this case might be a good exchange for black to make before they move on. That way, white cannot do this trading because it's a bit different now. White would have to take this first and then black could do that. As opposed to doing nothing here and then give white the chance to do this in the future. Where as black, I probably don't really care to have these two stones. Yeah. So this is Avalanche. Locally, white wants another move here. Or without push, but just push, push, and then Tanuki. In this shape, this is a very AI recommended variation for this very frequently. The reason for 4 stones in a row pushing like that, it makes it exactly so that when black gets the turn and even the other block, it's still not Sente on white. If you stop, let's say here with only 3 in a row, in this shape, when black gets like this one and then this one, now the cut here works for black. So white would want to react, but that would mean that this move is Sente and it's way too big of a move. So you shouldn't. So therefore we, if we're going to take Sente, we're going to push to make 4 in a row here and then play away. So now none of these blocking moves are Sente in any way. And then white can just do something out here. If we're okay with Gote, the way to play is to push here once and then like this. This one stops the flow of forcing moves. And you can't jump here because of all the cutting points. It's gonna be terrible at some point later on. Like it makes this blocking Sente again, for example, because of all the cuts. And the reason for this turn at 1, by the way, instead of just playing Knight's move, is that because this push is always there, which you shouldn't do it until it's like actually powerful. It's a terrible exchange because it makes that white stone stronger. So moves like this would have less power because this exchange was already made. So you never want to push like this when for no reason. But if this block is played, right, then you can see that there's some problems here. Like if they block, we capture. If they play here, then there's this kind of thing and then a big squeeze on this side. Can black even... I guess not, no. But yeah. Or we can ask with the push first, even though it's crude, and then cut. Now this cut works and white has to give up 2 stones. So that's why the single push. The single push makes it so that even after black blocks this, and then black cuts this, we can Atari that side. So this push is never going to do anything. So there's a lot of meaning behind this move. So this is the Gote variation that I would recommend. And then the Sente one would be push, push, and then play away. I usually play like this with white most of the time. AI does like this one, but it's a bit complicated, a bit annoying. So real game, white started doing this right away, but I think white should think about timing. Now, I think white didn't realize that they couldn't cut. They were thinking, oh yeah, if black ladders, it's gonna be broken. Yeah, but they missed the A and B double threat here of the push at 5. And then things just went downhill for them from there. Like this one, white doesn't have any way to do something here. Yeah, even here. They could play net, which even then, right, we can peep, and like black is still really quite good. However, if we don't want to, and if we respond on this side and then we run away somehow, notice that there's an Atari and then a net here. But we can avoid all of that just by pushing that maybe just even once. Actually, wait. Oh, am I wrong? Actually, we could push up. Yeah. There's no ladder, and then this one also breaks the net. So yeah, we can push up. That's better. Push up, and then this move still threatens to play. Oh, yeah. Even that. Now we can respond here, and they cannot net because of this empty triangle here. So they have to go out and keep going out. So we can still break white's formation here. And if we really, like, let's say that something was wrong here, which it isn't, but if we pretend that white had some move here, then even then, right, we could be playing a forced variation like this, just to get a bunch of liberties there, right? And then go back here. So there's always a solution available in that situation. So anyway, I thought about that stuff before going into this, before playing this Hane. Yeah. Otherwise, even no Hane is okay. We could just play there. And this is not a working ladder for white. So all white can really do is like extend and then let me capture these basically. And then connect somehow. So yeah, that was that game. Please like and comment if you enjoyed and want more, and see you guys in the next one.